Unlock the secret story hidden inside a simple 1987 One Dirham coin, a journey of lost empires, secret trades, rare mint marks, and collectors who pay thousands for a single coin. Discover how this small piece of metal became a treasure in the world of rare American coins. The story of the One Dirham 1987 coin starts far away from where most people imagine a small silver-colored coin that traveled through hands, pockets, and nations, its roots going back to ancient trade routes where the dirham was more than just currency. It was a symbol of trade, trust, and power. The modern One Dirham is a continuation of that heritage minted in 1987 during a period of economic expansion and cultural preservation. The coin was struck with precision-carrying symbols that link it to its Arabian and Islamic heritage. The word dirham itself comes from the Greek drachma, showing how ancient influences flowed into Arab culture. The 1987 One Dirham is primarily associated with the United Arab Emirates, but its connection to American collectors comes through the fascinating world of error coins, misstruck pieces and coins that slipped into circulation through overseas workers, travelers, and collectors. The coin shows the image of a traditional Arabic coffee pot known as a dala, which is an iconic representation of hospitality and culture. It sits on the obverse while the reverse holds inscriptions in Arabic script with the denomination and year both in Arabic and Gregorian calendar. The metal composition is typically cupra-nickel and alloy that gives it durability and a distinct silver hue. The 1987 mintage was part of a series that saw variations in the sharpness of strike die rotations and edge reading. These minor differences are what make coin collectors so fascinated by it. The coin might look common but subtle. Mint errors like off-center strikes doubled. Dies or clipped planchets can increase its value significantly in the American rare coin market. Collectors look for coins that have traveled across borders. Sometimes these coins end up in American collections when workers from the Middle East bring them back as souvenirs, or when collectors trade for rare world coins, numismatics. The study of coins is a discipline that connects people across cultures, and the One Dirham coin is a perfect example. Its roots go back to the Umayyad Caliphate when silver dirhams were first minted around the 7th century. These early dirhams were influenced by Persian and Byzantine coinage styles featuring inscriptions and religious phrases. The word dirham even appears in ancient texts and is still used today. The 1987 issue represents continuity of a currency that survived empires' colonial influences and modern global economies. The design has stayed remarkably consistent with the dala pot symbolizing unity and tradition. The reeded edge is meant to prevent counterfeiting, a practice that dates back to when coins were made of precious metals and people would shave off tiny amounts to melt down for profit. Many 1987 One Dirham coins were struck in the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom under contract arrangements ensuring quality. But small batches have been known to show striking variations. These rare variations are the gems collectors hunt for. The value of such coins can jump from a single dirham to hundreds of dollars depending on condition. Rarity and demand. American collectors often find these coins at estate sales, flea markets, or through bulk world coin lots, where an unsuspecting seller might have no idea of the hidden value. The coin weighs around 6 grams, has a diameter of 23 millimeters, and a thickness that gives it a sturdy feel when held. The sound of a dirham dropping on a marble floor is distinct, a reminder of its metal content that has not changed much since earlier issues in the Middle East. Coin collecting communities. There are stories of 1987 dirhams that have been part of wedding dowries, gifts, and special commemorative events. Some collectors believe that certain issues from 1987 came from experimental dies, though official mint records are limited. This uncertainty adds to the intrigue of hunting for the perfect specimen in pristine, uncirculated condition. The coin has a brilliant luster with sharp details. On the dala pot spout handle and base, the Arabic calligraphy should be clear and without scratches. Circulated coins tell stories of markets, desserts, airports where they changed hands countless times. Collectors love the patina, the tiny marks that speak to a coin's journey across continents. The 1987 coin also sits in a fascinating economic backdrop. The 1980s saw oil boom wealth in the Gulf region, which drove demand for stable coinage. The dirham became a symbol of national pride, stability, and growth. Many American expats who worked in the UAE during this period brought back coins as keepsakes, creating pockets of rare dirham coins spread across the United States. In recent auctions, certain mint-error coins have fetched surprising prices, especially those with misaligned dies or planche flaws. Coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC occasionally certify these dirham coins, adding to their credibility. And market value, a certified high-grade MS-65 or higher can command a premium. The population of certified coins remains low, which means that if you find a high-grade 1987 dirham, you hold a piece of history that is both rare and valuable. The market for world coins in America has grown with online marketplaces and collector groups sharing knowledge about obscure finds. The One Dirham 1987 coin is a perfect example of how a small foreign coin can spark big interest among collectors who appreciate not just the metal, but the stories they carry. This fascination with coins that crossed oceans and cultures connects people who might never meet, but share the same excitement of uncovering hidden treasures. You might wonder how to spot a valuable 1987. One dirham coin, check the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for clean strikes, clear details on the dala pot, and crisp Arabic script. Examine the edges for any signs of clipping or reading variations. Look at the fields, the flat areas of the coin for doubling or unusual marks, which might indicate a mint error. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints, which can lower their grade. Store valuable coins in acid-free holders away from humidity and direct sunlight. The history of the dirham does not stop at 1987, but this particular year has a special place in the timeline, representing a period of growth, modernization, and cultural pride. The connection to American collectors shows how coins become ambassadors of history, small tokens that carry massive stories. When you hold a 1987 One Dirham, you hold a link to trade caravans, ancient markets, global workers, and the families who saved these coins for future generations. So, next time you see a pile of old coins, take a closer look. That dull silver coin might just be a 1987 One Dirham, waiting to tell its story and reward your curiosity with a piece of hidden history.